Başlıyor senin.
Tamam. Tamam.
Hey guys, so for Movie Friday, I wanted to talk about the movie Boats Out of Watermelon Rinds, or Karpuz Kabagan Gemileri Yapmak. This movie came out in 2004, it's an hour and a half long, and it's a comedy movie written and directed by Ahmet Uluce. It stars Ismail Tazlak as Recep and Kadir Kaymez as Mehmet. Now, Recep and Mehmet are the best of friends growing up in the mid-1960s in the small town of Tavşanlı. Both of them have summer jobs where Recep is working for a watermelon merchant and Mehmet is working for a barber. And honestly, neither of them particularly love their summer jobs that much. What they would much rather be doing is taking the old film from the local cinema and using their makeshift projector to project it in an old barn at night. It's a lot of hard work. And for all their hard work, only one person ever comes to see these movies, and that's the village idiot, Deli Omer. Now, things get kind of complicated for our main protagonist here, Recep, when he falls in love with a girl who is much older than him, named Nihal. Now, kind of mirroring the plot twist that he loves so much in movies, he finds out that Nihal's younger sister is in love with him. So it's kind of this complicated love triangle, and you gotta feel bad for Recep a little bit. Culturally, this movie is fascinating because it takes place in the mid-1960s, which was this huge cinematic boom for Turkey, where a lot of good movies were actually coming out during this time. So it's kind of understandable if these kids would be swept up in the cinematic allure of Turkey's cinematic culture. It's also really interesting because Ahmet Uluce actually grew up in Tavşanlı, and he only used actors from Tavşanlı. So this movie is very authentic, and it's almost autobiographical because he grew up there, he only used actors from there. A lot of the characters in this movie are people from his life, and the two main characters love cinema. It's a really good glimpse into kind of growing up in rural Anatolia, especially through Ahmet Uluce's eyes. This movie is universally relatable. I mean, if you've ever fallen in love before, if you've ever had a best friend, if you've ever worked a summer job you didn't particularly like all that much, you could probably relate to this movie. But the one nice thing about it is that it gives a very unique Turkish twist to these things, and a twist that you wouldn't get anywhere else besides Turkey. Now, I would recommend this movie for anybody looking for a good, worthwhile Turkish comedy, especially a good Turkish family movie, because it really does have something for everybody. Parents, kids, teens, there's something for everybody to laugh at in this movie, so I would highly recommend it. Stick with me next week when I'll be talking about the Turkish drama Our Grand Despair. Gule gule!